This video will show you how to use the UVU Fulton Library website to locate scholarly articles for your communication assignments. We're starting on the library's website, uvu.edu/library. On the home page, you'll notice an Ask a Librarian section with several options for getting in touch with a librarian if you have any questions. The area labeled OneSearch is where we'll start for searching for items available from the library. The main OneSearch box works great for finding research articles related to communication. By default, it will include different types of articles, books, and videos. If you know you need to use scholarly peer-reviewed articles from journals, click the peer-reviewed box to only see this type of item. Type a search term or two related to your research topic into the box. I'm going to use crisis communication for this example. I've placed quotation marks around crisis communication because this is a two-word phrase. The quotation marks tell the database to look for this exact phrase. Click the magnifying glass to run the search. From off-campus, you'll be asked to enter your UVID and password before the database opens. We're now seeing all the items our OneSearch database found related to crisis communication, more than 5,000. The center part of the screen lists the items it found, and we're only seeing articles from peer-reviewed journals since we clicked that box on the home page. We can add additional search terms into the box to make our search more specific to our research interests. I'm going to add "and social media." And I hit enter on my keyboard to run the search. This tells the database to only show articles that talk about both crisis communication and social media. Adding at least two search terms or phrases related to your topic is really helpful for finding the articles most useful to you. The "and" is important to include between your search terms, like I've done in this example. I've placed quotation marks around social media because it's also a two-word phrase. If I had searched for a single word like Twitter, I wouldn't have needed to use quotation marks. Along the left side of the screen, you'll see a column of filters, including an option for scholarly peer-reviewed journals that's already checked. There's also a publication date range that allows you to see only items from a specific range of years. Let's change this to 2010 to only see articles published since then. Now that we've narrowed down our search a bit, let's take a look at some of these results. When you see an interesting looking article, click the title to move to a page with more information. I'm going to go with this first article. From here, we can see all of the details about the article, such as the author's name and the journal it was published in and the year. Scrolling down a bit, we see an abstract, which is a summary of the article. Abstracts are really helpful for deciding if an article is relevant to your research or not, and they usually include a brief overview of the research results. If you decide that you want to read the article, look over in the left side column. If there's a PDF full text, like we have right here, just click that link and the article will open right up for you to read, download and save, or print. There are also some useful tools along the right side of this screen, including a Cite button, which is especially helpful. If you click on this Cite button, a box will pop up with citations for this article in several different styles. Most communication research uses APA style, and if you scroll down a bit, you'll find the APA citation for this article. And you can just highlight, copy, and paste the citation for this article into your paper. Just make sure that you always proofread these citations to make sure they include all the required details and are formatted correctly. They do sometimes make mistakes. This article was really easy to use because it included a PDF full text link, but not all articles in OneSearch will have a PDF. Let's go back to the results page, and you'll notice that number 2 on this list does not have a PDF. It instead has a full text finder link. I'm going to click on this title. And in this case, when you look over on the left-hand column, instead of a PDF icon, we see this full text finder. Whenever you see this, go ahead and click that link, and it's going to try to find the article in one of our other library databases. In this case, it just redirected us to the library database called Science Direct, and there's a PDF right here that allows you to download a PDF so you can read this article. Unfortunately, you'll find we don't always have the full text of articles you might want to read because they aren't included in our library subscriptions. But you can always submit an interlibrary loan request for an article you want to read. It takes about 2 business days for us to receive articles through interlibrary loan, and it's totally free for UVU students and employees. You'll notice interlibrary loan links in OneSearch as well as on the library's homepage. This video showed you how to use the library's OneSearch database to find articles, but there are many other library databases you can use. OneSearch includes many different subject areas, while many of our other databases specialize in individual disciplines like communication. Click the Databases link on the library's homepage to find a list of all of our databases. Use the subject filter at the top of the page to see the databases most useful for research in a specific area, like communication. We're now seeing recommended databases for this subject with our top choice, Communication and Mass Media Complete, appearing at the top of the list. This database is included when you use OneSearch, but going straight to Communication and Mass Media Complete can be really helpful for finding research articles directly from communication scholars. It works very similar to OneSearch if you do decide to use it. You'll also see information for contacting or making an appointment with the subject librarian for communication on the right side, as well as links for research guides for help with communication right here underneath the profile image. Remember, you can always contact your librarians for help with your research. We're happy to help.